tight. Wanna let it go, wanna make them all fight. I wanna be in control when I'm not in my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's my choice. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove this could be the day I die. Don't let it be the day.
We should keep this music going, or Cliff's gonna cry.
It ain't easy, nobody said it would be. You finally find that greener grass, but you're still in the weeds. Ain't it crazy, all the time that you spend driving through the rainbow for the pot at the end? I got some rust on my Chevy, but it's ready to roll. I got a rhinestone sky and a song in my soul. It ain't a smooth ride life, it's a winding road. Yeah, it might be gravel, but it feels like gold. I've been climbing, trying to get to the view. I'm at the bottom, but the sky's still pretty damn blue. They say heaven is somewhere on the other side, but I ain't waiting, hell, I'm thinking it's a state of mind. I got some rust on my Chevy, but it's ready to roll. I got a rhinestone sky and a song in my soul. It ain't a smooth ride life, it's a winding road. Yeah, it might be gravel, but it feels like gold. Yeah, it feels like gold. Yeah, it feels like gold. Got my baby sitting by me, shining like a diamond. Only silver linings in the clouds. And if it starts to rain, I don't worry about a thing. I pull my rose-colored Ray-Bans out. I got some rust on my Chevy, but it's ready to roll. I got a rhinestone sky and a song in my soul. It ain't a smooth ride life, it's a winding road. Yeah, it might be
Peace. Man, that's got that scary movie feel to it right here. Yeah.
Need God now. I ain't even got the time. You call me and you here faster than Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. You call me and you here faster than Amazon Prime.
Hey man, I said
need God now. I ain't even got the time. You call me and you here faster than Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. You call me and you here faster than Amazon Prime.
They say just one call and that's all. That's how you get in touch with him. Trying to get to where he at, but look, sometimes you got to suffer. Wipe your eyes through the tough times. Gotta make sure that your vision clear so you can see everything that's coming. Blessing is that you my deal. You checking on my blessing like it got a tracking number. Yeah, sometimes you got to wait on this, so don't you lose no slumber. Hell come with a storm, but my God, he got that thunder and demons. I call them cookies, cause they step to me and they crumble. Cause I'm a giant in this world of grasshoppers. Plunger on my side like when your toilet stop. Put that crap you keep inside will always keep you blocked. That's why I don't eat from everywhere like food at a potluck. But God prepares a table in the presence of my enemies. Stock with all kind of fruits and the type of spirits that you need. From a garden grown by you. Don't forget when you planted seeds and your sowing was what helped God supply your needs. That's why we
need God now. I ain't even got the time. You call him and he here faster than Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. You call him and he here faster than Amazon Prime. Need God now. I ain't even got the time. You call him and he here faster than Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. You call him and he here faster than Amazon Prime.
See, I'm just waiting on my blessing. Let me second, can't be reckless. Got paid for my protection, unless it keep me self. Hey man, don't brag, but I can't help it. Cause my God so good. Every dumb mistake I made, he came through like he said he would. Like ding dong and he at your door. Ain't no leaving no blessings on the floor. Gotta answer the door and let him in to be able to get what you want. Like suspenders, he hold you up when you can't do it by yourself. Plus, how could you doubt God? Man, what he gave? Ability to gain wealth. When you add it up, it just don't equal up. What you had to give up, it ain't nearly enough to be able to sustain this greater lifestyle.
You here faster. Amazon Prime. Need God now. I ain't even got the time. You call him and he here faster than Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. You call him and he here faster than Amazon Prime. Man, what you doing, bro?
Man, I'm calling God, bro.
Nah, what you calling me for, man?
Man, I said I'm calling God.
Nah, man, just hang the phone up.
Man, I'm about to just go and call him right now.
Man, no.
They said all you got to do is call him one time and hear what you're saying. So all you got to do is just go on and make that call real quick. Watch out. Yeah, that guy. Yes, boy. Let me get that blessing. Yeah. And it's on the way. Yeah.
stuff it all down into mason jars and bury it all around. And on certain nights, if the moon was right, he'd dig it up out of the ground. He'd pour it all out on the floor of his shack and run his fingers through it. Yeah, Lucius Clay was a greedy old man, and that's all there was to it. But I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out for myself, and I couldn't conceive it. 'Cause I never would listen to nobody else, and I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out for myself. And there's some things in this world you just can't explain. The Kegel boys was white trash who lived over on Carver's Creek. They were mean as a snake and sneaky as a cat and belligerent when they'd speak. One night the oldest brother said, "Y'all meet me in the woolly swamp later, and we'll take over Lucius's money and we'll feed him to the alligators." They found the old man out in the back with a shovel in his hand, 13 rusty mason jars he just dug up out of the sand. And they all went crazy and they beat the old man and they picked him up off of the ground, threw him in the swamp and stood there and laughed as the black water sucked him down. Then they turned around and went back to the shack and picked up the money and ran. They hadn't gone nowhere when they realized they were running in quicksand. And they struggled and they screamed, but they couldn't get away. And just before they went under, they could hear that old man laughing in a voice as loud as thunder. It's been 50 years ago. You can go by there yet. There's a spot in the yard in the back of that shack where the ground is always wet. And on certain nights, if the moon was right, down by that dark wood path, you can hear 3 young men screaming. You can hear one old man laugh. If you ever go back in the woody swamp where you better not go at night. There's things out there in the middle of the woods that make a strong man die to cry. Things that crawl and things that fly, things that creep around on the ground. And they say the ghost of the Lucius Clay gets up and he walks around, but I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out for myself, and I couldn't conceive it. 'Cause I never would listen to nobody else, and I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out for myself. And there's some things in this world you just can't explain. Some things in this world you just can't explain.
Fire one up and sit back. Time to relax and listen to some commercialism.
Maintaining a relationship can be trying, especially when she's getting fat and all you want to do is jerk off and play video games rather than listen to her mouth. Hi, I'm spiritual advisor and marriage counselor David Kabir. Come to my 1-week retreat and I'll show you how to learn real closeness. How? By giving up what you're close to. You'll give up your possessions, including your significant other. Developed in the 1950s by Marvin Cuck, Cuckold Therapy works.
It worked for us.
It was truly a defining moment in our trust and commitment when a well-endowed dude was ravaging her while I looked on helplessly.
See? It's going to bring you closer together. After the trauma, you'll cling to each other, deep in shame. And that's what a good relationship is about. Burying the shame as deep as possible. You have to start at the bottom and work your way up. After you see another man use your wife as a urinal, it puts your whole marriage in perspective. I'm David Kabir. Come to my 1-week marriage retreat. Sign up today.
Imagine a warm musical cocoon you can crawl into and ignore everyone else.
I'm better than you.
Self Radio.
Yeah, you flip me off again, and I'm gonna whip your fucking ass myself, and that's the truth. I'm not playing another note until he gets the fuck out of this concert. Excuse my language. Not you, Bill, not you. Behind you. Yeah. Tough guy. Get out. You're out. You're out. Get the fuck out of here. rock's cool like that, but I was just sick and tired of it. I had enough. That's it. That's it. Everybody raise your hand if you're okay with it. That's it. Next week, we're going to be in the top 20 countdown with this new song. We're already flying through the top 30. Thank the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the brand new single. All I need is you, Minnesota, to make some noise.
There are many things princesses do, like hosting balls and dancing too, or wearing gowns of pink and blue. That's what we like to do.
There are many things that princes like, jousting polo and taking hikes, suits of armor with lots of spikes. That's what we really like.
We do princess things,
And we do princely things.
and no one crosses in between. We stick with our routine. But who knows what I could bring, flying high upon a wing. I believe that anything can be a princess thing. Read a poem or pick daffodils, sing wistfully in windowsills.
Derby calls for princely skills.
It's not a proper princess kind of thrill. We do princess things,
And we do princely things.
and no one crosses in between. We stick with our routine
We climb trees and jump and swing.
while we shop for royal bling. So don't make a fuss, just stick with us and do our princess things.
Everyone in Los Santos has a fetish. Some like to punish themselves with this song.
Bad love is like a prison baby. A lot of lonely souls are left behind. Sometimes to get it fizzing, baby, love needs a criminal mind.
Well, John's back in, he got 5 to 10. You can call it jail, you can call it the pen, you can call it time, and you can say it'll end. But a poor man calls it the shape he's in. He did it for love, he did it for sin. Took the rap for a woman with a checkerboard grin. The sister of a cousin of the wife of a friend. He was bored and lonely and his loins gave in. She had nothing to lose, he had nothing to win. And said she was his through thick or thin. But the siren blew and so did the wind. And when the cops showed up, she was gone again. It was her idea and a dumb one at that, raiding coin machines at the laundromat. It was small potatoes, but there he sat with the car in park and the tires half flat. Well, the chase went south when he clocked the fence, left the runaway car all pocked with dents. Can't remember the crash, but it hurts when he squints. They took him downtown for pictures and prints. Well, now it's 1/2 on Judgment Day in a 10-foot cell 5 feet away from a booger-eating bubba by the name of Ray, whose eyes are black and his tooth is gray. John tries to be good and pass the day in peace, but Bubba ain't got a lot to say. Just a nod and a grunt and a rare okay. He just stares and stares at John all day. So it's bread and water and not much rest, keeping your cards close to your chest. You don't talk either if you know what's best, and when the sun goes down, keep your back to the west. Now he remembers the ride on that slow Greyhound when he first laid eyes on this old steel town. Tall gray stacks and smoke so brown, it lays in the air and cuts out the sound. It ain't love or money keeps a good man down, it's living in the belly of a hungry town. So he took to crime, he took to it bad, fell in with a gang when he needed a pad, lost sight of the one goal he'd ever had, to search for love, and it drives him mad to think of the good life he could have had. Knowing there's a woman in denim and plaid with a love so deep, so ironclad,